you clicked on this video, you probably know theme parks contain flat rides to soak up crowds whilst offering thrilling and fun rides. They can swing, spin, go down, go up. Well, not anymore there. They're often pretty intense and exhilarating. And today I'm going to show you the best flat rides I have ridden in our Great Britain. There will also be a twist, as I will be mentioning some crazy funfair rides alongside it that I've been on here at the end. And they are very crazy, to be fair. So stay tuned, as the UK's most intense flat ride is actually from there. Let's start off by looking at Samurai, a Mondial top scan. This ride was originally at Chessington. I know, right? How's this in a family park? It flips you around, hanging you upside down before yeeting you violently in all directions. It rotates clockwise and anti-clockwise in its cycle, which means you go backwards on it for a while. The ride vehicle has 5 arms that flip randomly throughout the ride, in what I would describe as the funfair boost mode, as every funfair ride seems to have this gimmick for some reason. The Samurais are most comfortable with these, and quite an awesome ride. Sticking with Thorpe, I have what would be the top of a ranked list that makes me shit myself, being Detonator. This is a Fabry mega drop tower, and although it's only about 115 feet in height, this drop, oh my god. The car is fired down faster than gravity through the use of pneumatics, I believe, which adds to the stomach drop sensation, obviously. If it wasn't scary enough, as a ride operator has to release the ride manually with a button, it is easy for the operators to troll riders. Link in top right if you're interested, and can stand my horrific editing. I think we should leave Thorpe Park now. There is some others, but we'll get to them in an honourable mention type scenario. I think it's fair to say that Towers had some great flat rides in the past. Spin Jam was cool, although it did break the theming immersion in areas, which is not very cool. However, that's all okay now, as the future of Towers has Project Ocean, which is almost guaranteed, I can't speak, to be a Huss topspin, which is very exciting. Much like Rams's Revenge or Ripsaw, if you rode them, may they rest in pieces. Which, I mean, I think it's fair to say that the future of Towers flat rides are going to be very good. Whilst the other rides are good, I think this is the honourable mention time that I was just mentioning. Before we get to the most crazy festival rides, I think Croc Drop is a great family drop tower with its incredible theming. Vortex and Rush are great flat rides. The latter are not being on this list is purely because of how short the ride cycle is. It's appalling. You may be wondering why there isn't any pendulum rides listed so far, such as Cyclonator or Maelstrom, or Extinction if you want to go to Upside Down Land. It isn't that I haven't been to Poulton's or Drayton Manor, although that wouldn't be wrong, but that their funfair counterparts are just juiced up versions of them, to be honest. Let's start small. Atmosphere, or Red Devil as it's now known, is the Alpha Vortex. Not only does it go 360 degrees, but halfway through the ride, the locks are disabled, allowing for flips of the like of Samurai in that festival boost mode I mentioned earlier. It's not very comfortable on this ride. The seats are so big that you get shook around and rattled, but almost as if you're on a torch trap, like sort of a ride. However, through its sheer tenacity, it deserves a mention. It is crazy. It just slightly hurts. It's crazy. From tenacity to insanity, we now have the UK's scariest, craziest, most mind-inducing psychopathic ride, the Air Max. This Mondale Caprillo, I don't know how to pronounce it, stands 50 metres tall, or approximately 164 feet in height, and is a gigabuff booster. This ride starts off with just intense swings, much like a massive rush. However, it keeps going to 360 degrees round. After a while, you guessed it, the arm is released so a ride car flips again in festival boost mode. This leads to some super moves, such as when it holds you at the top to do, at max, I think like 5 consecutive spins before the arm starts moving towards the ground, still inverting all the while. Shit gets crazier when the Air Max keeps the ride car inverted for a whole swing through the station. This means that all the G-force is felt in your head, as if you were in a decompression chamber. Without a doubt, the Air Max is the craziest flat ride in the UK. It may travel, but it's worth tracking down. Look, away it goes! It's even so intense it hurts. It definitely does, but it's so cool. It's like, wow. I'm I'm gonna die. But those are just my favourite flat rides in the UK. Please leave your favourites down in the comment section. Subscribe.